Alright, brother, hold up. It's the man of knowledge coming at your way. Check it in. Check it out. Peace. So, I've already let you cats know, man, that I'm about to do a series called How Should Black Men Raise Their Children? How should the black man raise his children? Now, this thing I wanted to say, the thing I wanted to touch on is that, look, first things first, yes, I'm highly inspired by Chronicles of Judah 144. I've been watching them since 2018. However, no, I'm not trying to be Chronicles of Judah. You know what I'm saying? Because the bottom line is, I can be Chronicles of Judah, and he can't be me. Okay? That's the thing. The reason why I put 444 in my channel is because I tried to find a way to separate my stuff, and I try to find a way to separate my content from some other guys that had similar names to me for whatever reason, like Man of Knowledge, something, and something else, and I don't know how to shit about that too much, but I knew I had to separate my stuff, and I chose 444 because of it being a sign of spiritual awakening, for the most part. Okay? Now, I'm doing a series on Bernie Mac show because, look, I grew up on the Bernie Mac show, okay? I'm a 90s kid, early 2000s kid, and you know, and I fool with the old school, man. I choose old school over what we got out here today, all day, every day, alright? But anyway, I don't want to waste no time, man. I just want to get into it, introduce myself to you cats. Shout out to all my new subscribers, man. Thank y'all for tuning in, man, and we're going to do big things over here on this channel, alright? But let's not waste no time. Let's just go ahead and dive deep into the topic. You know, I'll discuss things on every single segment I see. All right, that's the point of my channel. My point is perspective and truth. Okay, perspective and truth. Hear your perspective as I tell the truth. You know, I'm not perfect. None of y'all are perfect. So if I fuck around and make a mistake, or you don't agree with me, hey, let me, or anything else, you try to, if you know something, you share your knowledge. If you don't agree, come in the comment section. Now, you ain't got to come in my comment section trying to attack me like you're some damn fake-ass liberal pro-black or some shit. Because if you doing all that, and if I spot out your bullshit, I'm going to just block your ass. Okay? Because I don't have time for the bullshit. That's just, now that's just 100. That's just real talk. Now, anyway, thank y'all. Peace. Let's get it. Special ed.
I bet you all don't even know what this is. No, this ain't no video.
You know, that's the thing about Bernie Mac show. I like them captions when they always talk, when they expose his ass. Talking about, you see that when he said a bootleg video?
This right here is my savior, the perfect babysitter.
I thought he was about to say sex tape.
See, it doesn't use my phone or eat my food or even ask can a friend come over. See, what this babysitter does is give me an hour so I can have some peace and quiet. Now, hold on now. I hear you out there. Bernie Mac, are you doing your job as a parent? Hell yes. And Bernie Mac's
This thing I want to say, man. Culture is just, the thing with culture is understanding why you're doing what you're doing. Culture is, and the way parents raise their children is based off culture. Okay? The problem with so-called black people is that they think beating their kids to the damn fucking ground is the only way to raise your children. That's how you discipline them. Beat the living hell out of them until you see their ass bleed. Until you see their red cheeks turn red or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And this is the thing. The ass cheeks. I'm sorry if I didn't say that. And then, look, there's another thing. Stop letting these goddamn sports, man, interfere. Or stop letting the goddamn TV and the sports raise your children. That's one thing we need to stop doing. Okay? And stop trying to be other races' competition and all that other shit. Look, black people don't really have to be at the bottom of the pinnacle. But you know why? We always perceive that way. Because a lot of motherfuckers, y'all let it be like that. It's all about the mentality. Too many black people want to carry on and inherit fucking victimhood mentality rather than the ruling class, first class mentality. Okay? Everybody talk about white supremacy and calling themselves the minority. I never got the fucking idea, the ideology, and the concept of black people calling themselves the minority or any other non-white group of people. Because you know why? When you call yourself the minority, you're basically saying that you're a child compared to that person. That you're less than. Same thing with the word white supremacy. I keep telling these fucking cats, stop saying white supremacy, man. White supremacy it's rulership. It's called rulership. Black people ruled in Europe, whether you believe it or not. Russia, many more places. They can't tell you things like that though in the schools, in the American public school system. That's why they always want to teach you about slavery. And the last thing they want to talk about anyway is black people's history. Well, first things first, they don't get paid enough money to do that shit. Why would he? Why you gotta keep your fucking history away from you? He got to. Because he don't get paid to do that shit, dumbass. They want to tell you that you were just slaves. They can't tell you that the first black man that died in the war was Crispus Attucks, and that was a black man. Okay? They can't tell you about Frederick Douglass 24/7. Okay? They want to throw Martin Luther King in your face, but they can't tell you about Malcolm X 24/7. They got to tell you Malcolm X was violent. But they got to tell you Martin Luther King was the greatest man. Why? Because Martin Luther King had a globalist mentality. He had that everybody is free, everybody equal type shit mentality. All that fake ass lying bullshit. That's a fucking lie. And talking about he had a dream. Yeah, he had a dream because he was controlled to make the society turn into an even worse nightmare. And that is how he succeeded. Ain't nobody listening to all that. We all equal, we all free, we all the world bullshit. Because if we was all the world, we wouldn't have to be dealing with this shit in the first place. If I'm not mistaken, now you can come behind me and correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong. It's in the Declaration of Independence. I believe. I think, fellas. Because look, like I said, I ain't perfect. All right, but I think it's in the Declaration of Independence that all men are equal. Right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Now, I'm highly sure I'm right. Now, when it comes to that, think about it. If all men were created equal, then why does the so-called black man have to go through the most commotion? Why is he more prone to bullshit more than any other race of men? Why do black men experience hypergamy more than any other race of men on the planet? And why is the black man's masculinity constantly being attacked? But at the same time, the white media got to tell you black men have the least masculinity on the planet. And even the black media wants to show that. That's what the point of Black Lives Matter and all this other these stupid ass movements are for. They don't give a fuck about you. They just use black men as the logo or the trademark. But then at the same time, they fight for lesbians, homosexuals, gay rights, and all this other shit. And feminists, it's a feminist movement. Hoes, sluts, women who carry the Jezebel spirit. Stick their tongue out in these photos looking like the mother goddess Kali. All right? And you can go look her up. The mother goddess Kali was a blue looking creepy ass chick. All right? And that's where simps come from also. Okay? Everything in life has caste spells to it. I study a lot of Greek mythology. And I'll get into all that later on. If you go check out my video called The Truth About Nike, you see I already done that. But I'm not done. It's a hell of a lot more to go. All right? But not to talk for so long. Don't mean to kick you off topic and not to digress. Just keep going, fellas. But the morale of the story, what I'm saying, stop letting the goddamn schools, public American school system teach your children, black people. Please stop letting the goddamn TV and sports educate and raise your kids, all right? Cause like the sister, how you say her damn name, Shamahabaz something shit. Damn. Hold on, fellas. Hold on. I think her name is Shah. Name was I'm sorry about that. Shahrazad Ali. Yeah, I'm right. Shahrazad Ali. I think one of her speeches a long time ago in one of the books she also wrote too, she stated that too many black people, too many black women in general, especially in these matriarchal homes, maintain their children. They don't actually raise their children. But that's that. I'm going to just continue to play the clip.
Good parent and being aware of your child's interests.
And I agree. I agree. Because as you can see, the modern society, they're just trying to sex out and sexualize the gynocentric society. They're pushing sex in our children's face 24/7, especially when it comes to the so-called young black children. Why is that? Because we're the #1 targets, man. It's always been that way. America is not your place. It's not your home.
Hey, Joy, we'll get some ice cream or maybe go to Disneyland? I'm sorry, baby. See, he's interested, and I'm liberated. Same as baby girl.
Rosie, Mommy wants you to share. No, no, I don't want to share. I'm not going to.
Hey, baby girl. Wanna play Barbie?
No. I want you to tell me what my Spanish.
I'll be glad to help you with your Spanish.
Let me say this. I want to learn Spanish too. It's something I'm on the grind trying to learn how to do Spanish right now as we speak, man. I really am. I've always wanted to travel and experience different shit anyway, leave the country anyway, before I knew about fucking SYSBM. That's why I just said, you know what, I'm going to claim SYSBM and I'm actually go out and work my way up towards and be about that shit, man. Because, like I say, I'm not the type of brother, man, who believes in just talking shit and not actually being about what you talk or not being for what you stand for. You have to back that shit up when it's time, man. For real. I live in a matriarchal home. My original father was killed August the 12th, 2003, and I was born September the 12th, 2003. All right? And I've been growing up living in the matriarchal home, all that shit, yada, yada, yada. Same shit, you know, that typical black shit. Whatever. And they try to treat that shit like it's norm. That ain't norm, man.
Did I tell you? The perfect babysitter. See, now Nessa doesn't need one of these. She got that ignorant teenage attitude, can't stand nobody, and don't want to talk to nobody. She makes it easy. Watch. And Nessa, you want to do something? Give it time.
You seen that sandwich? That nigga talking about light sandwich. See, that's another thing, man. I bet you there's plenty of chemicals and fat and carbs all in that shit. Now, see, shit like that ain't good for your heart, man. Now, if you go out there in these other countries, hey, you eating real food. America 9 out of 10, this shit chemicaled up and processed and all this other shit, you know?
Now, who said parenting is hard? You just gotta know
It don't have to be.
how to put it on autopilot.
You are going to throw up. My dad wants you and your family to come over for dinner Saturday night.
My whole family? Bernie Mac, too?
I know, it's so stupid. But we hang out together so much. My dad read somewhere that a parent is involved in every facet of their child's life.
Okay. Look, Shannon, you have got to tell your dad to start reading those parenting books.
I hear you, but please, it'll chill him out and I'll get major points.
You owe me.
Thanks.
Jordan, Brianna, hello, excuse me. I want you two to be on your best behavior tonight.
That's right. Because if anybody embarrass me, I'm not kidding. I'm gonna pop you right under the eye.
I told you. You see what I be talking about? You see what I be talking about? They think hitting their children is a solution. Black people think hitting their children, beating their children, and living the hell out of their children is the solution to the way to raise your kids and discipline your kids. Black people are so prone to that for the most part and are so consistent with that shit because that comes from slavery, man. That is a part of slavery, in a sense. You got to think about this shit, man. I be trying to tell a lot of these cats, look, man, it's different. It's different from what you think and what most cats tell you and what you say it is and how you think it is. Okay, because a lot of niggas can think shit but come out and say it in a different way. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not kidding.
Bernie, you're not gonna pop no one underneath the eye.
Watch out, clear that makes people use the milk while I'm talking right up.
Can't we just stay home?
Shut up. Bernie,
All right, so now as you can see, they're with this Mexican family, Asian family.
Mother, welcome to our home. Thank you. You know what, Ed? I think you and I got a couple of Olympic gymnasts on our hands, huh? That would be great.
Gymnast, aka slash feminist.
So long as she keeps up her grades. Isn't that right, honey? And we both know it takes more than a somersault to get in the hall.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta shake that ass for it, you know? Suck some dick. I mean, hey, you never know.
I agree. That's right, baby girl.
Oh, I know you agree.
See, she's only 5, but she's learning Spanish right now. Baby girl.
Now, see what I'm talking about? Why you think he got to prove something? Why the hell he have to say that? Because they care about how people from other races and cultures perceive you. A lot of so-called black people love, care, and invest in the way other people's opinion from other races perceive them as a whole. That's the point of rioting and marching and all this other shit. I try to tell y'all this, man. Now, why the hell he have to say that? I can speak Spanish and ain't never got to tell nobody. I just let them figure it out.
Listen.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis.
You know your numbers too, huh?
Well, actually, he's been fluent for about a year.
No.
Is that right, son?
Sí, papá. Voy a estudiar en España algún día. ¿Y tú? Sí.
Now, did you see the aunt whispering in the little girl's ear? Why is that? Because you don't know shit. That's what a lot of black people do, though. They try to go up to other races and act like they're so damn smart and so goddamn wise beyond their years, and try to fucking put on all these goddamn facades, and they come out looking like goddamn fools, looking like damn sados, man, sadoos, man. Just like fucking fools, bro, and phonies. You come out looking as fraudulent. Real talk. And also pay attention to Bernie Mac's hand sign. That looks like be quiet. I can't say anything. I'm shutting myself in silence. Not because he's shocked. Think of it on a deeper aspect. I'll tell too much. I'll talk too much. That's just a speculation, man. That's like an Illuminati sign, honestly. But whatever.
The boy's 4 years old. That's impossible.
It's not impossible.
Impossible.
Try to tell you, man. Stop trying to be fucking other races competition and other cultures competition. Cause like I said, black people don't have to be at the bottom of the pinnacle. But you know why? Why? Because it's a mind thing. Come out of that goddamn victimhood mentality, man. It's holding us as a culture back. But then again, blacks have no proper culture. Because once again, like I said, culture is understanding why you're doing what you're doing. And once you're being put up under slavery and being enslaved and oppressed, look, basically your culture's gone, your damn soul's gone, damn near your whole way of your mind programming thinking it's gone. All that shit's gone, man. They strip it away from you. And Christianity was a fourth religion, especially to the so-called Hebrews, aka the original Jews. Okay, because it was a chastisement for them being disobedient to the Most High. Now listen, understand something, because Hebrews was the Most High chosen people. Now, but let me ask something. Let me say something. How on earth can you send your kids to these American public school systems, especially when it comes to the so-called black child, and expect him or he or she to put in 100% forth the effort into it? When if you have a fucking proper culture, you can build up your own shit. You don't have no codes, no laws. You just go out and do shit, and you allow other people to come into your territory and use you for economic purposes, and then shit on you. And you can't do shit about it.
Bernie, I keep telling my kids, it's not enough these days to be in honors classes or do well on the SATs.
I think they should do away with the SATs. That's teenager for you, huh? Then your position? That the SATs are widely considered to be a culturally biased assessment of scholastic aptitude. And studies have shown
You see how they looking at each other?
that they
Once again, you don't know shit.
aren't an accurate test of achievement.
You're too busy trying to be other races' competition, other people from other cultures' competition, man. Sit the fuck down and learn something. What you ought to do is go learn your own fucking history. But other so-called blacks don't know their real history. Blacks were the first race created, but you can't tell them that. Black people were already here. The Aboriginal people or the indigenous people, whatever you want to call it. A lot of y'all cats don't know that, man. A lot of y'all don't know that. And you ask yourself, where the hell they get the term black from anyway?
A person does in college.
But you still plan on getting a perfect 1600, correct?
Touche. You must tell me how in the world you keep your kids so disciplined.
You see what I'm saying? Now he gotta go to the other man asking questions. You see what I'm talking about? Does it add up? These are just things that I see. Once again, blacks have no proper culture. You gotta know why you're doing what you're doing. Why are you doing it? What's the whole point behind it? Stop pulling shit out your ass and trying to prep it up as if it's norm, as if it's a part of the norm.
Honestly. I like my work ethics, man.
How was the music?
See what I'm talking about?
Also, yeah, some music.
Pay attention to all these sculptures and these pictures and shit. It's a part of their culture. All their traditions, doctrines, beliefs, etc. It's what they do. Now check out Bernie Mac. He's liking what he's seeing. Allegedly. Shout out to Chronicles of Judah, but allegedly. Allegedly, he's surprised and he likes what he sees. And you see how the kids were looking? Check the kids. Let me rewind that. Rewind this shit. Check out the kids. Let's see. Now, you see the girl roll her eyes, but I wanted to talk about the kids, what the kids were doing. Bernie Mac's kids, nieces and nephew. Now, you see how they were just not really paying attention, right? Yeah, they don't care about that shit, man. They don't care about that shit. They don't care to know anything. They're not inspired to know anything. They're not inspired by you to know shit. All they want to do is just sit up here and tap on phones and listen to rap, hip hop, yappity yap, and packing a meal, it's gone. She like how I smell cologne and all this old dumb shit. They don't even make no amount of good sense. And all they want to do is just sit up there and man, just do whatever, you know. They want to do whatever and go translate that harvest energy back into their own kind, into their own community, so-called community, and just blow each other's head off and shake ass and twerk and talk about I need a real nigga and man, like, man, what the fuck? Black culture is dead, man.
Susan, this is so lovely. Next time you have to come to our house for dinner. Right, honey?
You see that nigga eyes, man? He looking like, huh? She ain't coming to my damn house. You know why though? Because he embarrassed. And that woman, the way she was smiling, she was like, shit. I doubt that. You see? Yo, and what did I already say about Black Lives Matter? That's a feminist movement. They don't give a fuck about you. They just they don't give a fuck about you, black man. They just use you as the logo, as the trademark. That's what they do, man. As the connotation or whatever you want to call it. If I said that word right, or if I use if I even use the right definition, but fuck it.
Come to our house. I can only imagine.
See what I'm talking about? You see, look, you see that? She threw up the peace. You see that? Peace. Pan. That's a pan signal. Illuminati signal.
She piecing me out.
Yeah, I know she pieced you out.
What's going on here? Where's baby girl? Oh, Lord.
See that shit?
Man. Oh, man, that's your...
The stealing purses and shit. Using the girl's woman's makeup. You see that?
Get out of there, boy.
See what I'm saying?
Get out.
Looking like a fucking monkey swinging it off a damn branch tree. Tree branch, man. Disrespectful kids. Digging at other folks' purse. You see what I'm saying, man? That's the stuff I'm talking about. Disrespectful kids, just being disobedient to their parents, grandparents. You know, that's how they see us anyway. And that's on black people to change that. Not to worry about how other races perceive you and act off of that, because when you do stuff like that, you're gonna react. You're gonna react off your emotions. You're gonna react off that and turn it into an emotional perspective rather than a commercial, or should I say logical perspective. You understand? Use your mind. See that shit? You see that shit? Once again, he threw it up twice. He did it twice. What's that telling you?
What's the truth, baby?
Jordan, that's okay.
He put his head down. He embarrassed.
The King of Hearts?
And look, another thing, it just reminded me. I be hearing all these niggas talking about reparations. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Get out of here with all that shit. You ain't get no fucking reparations, nigga. You talk about all the Holocaust got reparation for that. Holocaust got reparations for yeah. You talk about the Jews got the reparations for the Holocaust. Look, shut the hell up. I got all these cats talking about, could you imagine what our culture would be like if Black Wall Street never got destroyed? Well, let me tell you something. Could you imagine if everything we've done good so far as black people as a whole, could you imagine what it'd be like if we'd never tried to share it? Could you imagine what black people would be like today as a culture as a whole if you never thought about fucking showing off and trying to flash, and every time you do something right, you're looking forward to sell it out and give it to somebody else, and then when they come shit on and disrespect it, you mad and talking about, oh, it's the white man this and white man that. Fuck that. You ain't getting no fucking reparations for that shit, nigga. Build yourself up. Don't nobody owe you shit in this life. A lot of y'all, man, don't even know where you come from. Your real history, your real culture. And you talking about fucking reparations? Get the fuck out of here. Me, my last name is Smith. I have a Welsh name. Okay?
Ed, Susan, true. Thank you. On behalf of my family. Get in the car. Okay. I'm sorry. Good night. I got to a club.
Good night. Good night, buddy.
10 of diamonds. 10 of diamonds. Jordan's doggone magic trick. You see those kids play those instruments?
Honey, our kids are not in a competition.
Well, that's what he thinks. You know why? Listen to the woman. Even she said our kids are not in competition. You know why? Because black people trying to play catch up. And now, no offense to anybody from Chicago or black people from Chicago or Bernie Mac. But look, man, when you're in a low environment like that, that allows people to think that way. Because they see what their own kind is doing to each other, and they looking at that shit and they're like, yo, we got to change this. Or, yo, we doing shit to each other and we killing each other. And even hell, they probably even been a part of the problem. So now they want to reinvert and try to go back to that. And then they want to change shit and then be trying to escape places and go other cultures and go other places and try to make it as in the competition. They don't want to really learn anything. They just want to be competition. That's, once again, a part of the problem.
I got to prepare kids for the real world.
How you preparing for the real world? By trying to make them argue and compete with other races.
You saw that 5-year-old boy. He spoke Spanish. I kid ain't talk English.
Well, our kids are not supposed to be talking English in the first damn place.
No, hey, I'm doing something.
Will you teach us Ebonics?
Now, let me say something. Did you hear what this bitch just said? She said, would you teach us Ebonics? For you brothers out there who don't know what Ebonics is, Ebonics is a ghetto type form of language, and they think that shit's norm. Yo, you know when you talk like yo, or aight, or you know shit like that. You know that's what Ebonics is, and I'll get into all that other shit later on, man. This is part one. I don't really want to hold y'all up. Let's see what they gotta say.
All right. I'll tell you.
And she threw a sneak diss at him too. That's why he acting like that. See, now he's acting off his emotions, not logically.
One thing, when I get done with it, nothing. When I get done with y'all, y'all be swallowing your sister's mouth.
Well, you can. Well, of course it's aloof. It's gonna be aloof. A lot of things are aloof when you speaking the truth, or when you coming from the heart and trying to change shit. And you hear all these black chicks talking about when whenever when they get into a relationship, they start shitting on. Okay, let's just say for black men start shitting on black women. You know how they always say, well, why you hate women? Yo, mama black. You hate black women. All that old shit. But here's the thing. You know why they don't never say anything about bad wenches or black women who don't fuck with black men, or black women that don't date black men? You know why they don't say nothing to her about that? Or hey, why you disrespecting black men? Your daddy black, your father black. You know why they don't never say nothing to her like that? Because they never thought about having you in the picture. They don't want your authority. They don't want your authority in their household, ruling over them. These niggas look at you and be like, yo, who the fuck is you? You know, that's how they look at you. That's how they treat you. But it's part one, man. I'm gonna go on about my day, man. I'm gonna try to get the rest of this tonight, work on it. I got a lot of more shit to be doing, man, other than just sitting here recording vids for you fellas, man. I love y'all. Just share the content. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. All right, man, peace.